defenders, I think, it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. I'm happy to have you all here. Now, obviously, Chelsea's under 23s were defeated 6-1. Chelsea won, Arsenal 6, Chelsea 1. And to be honest with you, I know all of these players are aspiring to be footballers, but they should all be on remand in Belmarsh and awaiting trial at the Old Bailey, because I think if you watched it on any sort of stream or you watched it on YouTube or you was at the game, you all witnessed a murder, completely dominated Chelsea in all ways, shapes and form, outmatched, outclassed, outmuscled, outscored everything, proud of my under 23s. Like I always say, the 23s and the 18s, they make me proud to be an Arsenal fan. Wherever the result, they pull it all in. There's a real togetherness, and obviously it's been a decent period for us. We've coming off the back of a heavy win against Manchester United, 3-1. Obviously, they had Dean Henderson and Phil Jones, and we've picked up where we've left off. Now, give respect when you think of Chelsea or you think of Cobham, you know what you're in for. 9 times out of 10, these players are not just stronger and faster and technically more advanced. They're in terms of speed of foot, they're more advanced. So we know we're going into a tough game. Typically, we've been on the receiving ends of a lot of hidings against Chelsea. So it was lovely to do that. One thing I liked about our players, I know the more attacking players when you win 6-1 are going to all get praised, but I liked Maziza Gongbo, I liked Ella Bosu, I think Joe Lopez at left back had a good game until the red card. Rekic had a good game. Don't think that's a sending off for what it's worth. Man to a man, we were all over the field. We won our individual battles. We fought for the first and second. We were confident in front of goal. We played with a swagger and we believed in ourselves. The only thing that I can, if I'm really criticizing, probably should have scored more, but that's not what I was going to say. Is we should have kept a clean sheet. It was a poor goal in the second half to concede, but considering we was down to 10 men and we didn't look phased, if anything, we looked like we even raised the levels higher at 10 men. Fantastic performance for these boys, and nice to see Beref get a hat-trick. Balogun obviously looked good before he had to come off, if I can remember, due to the red card. We looked good. Charlie Patino got an assist. Joe Lopez, best game I've seen from him at left back in a while, and I still don't think he's going to quite make the grade at Arsenal, but you never know. Like I said, man to a man, I'm proud. Akinola in the engine room as well. Salahadin again, floating around and doing his thing. We started well. Obviously, Balogun's got us off to a good start. He's tripped up. We win a penalty. He actually misses the penalty, scores the rebound. It sets us up good. And I think we started well. I think at 1-0. I think throughout the whole game, we never looked out of place. We never looked in danger. But at 1-0, we looked confident. And I'm not going to say I could see we'd scored 6, but I'm sure everyone that watched the game, you fancied something. Now, I know Chelsea look like they're playing a couple of players in different roles. Rakin, I believe his name is playing right back. He looked like he had a tough day there for Chelsea. If I'm completely honest with you, they've got talent in their team, people. They've got Lewis Hall, they've got Charlie Webster. All of these guys were quite anonymous in the game, but they've got talented players dotted around that team, people. Couple of they got that Dutch lad, I forgot his name. I can actually find him for you people. I can never say his name. Secret Scout put me onto him for what it's worth. Results, lineup. I can actually find the player I'm talking about, people. I'm a big fan of Benjamin Elliott as well. Didn't have the best of games. They've got Jude, Son at Bell, who didn't do much as well. Lewis Hall was there as well. But the guy I'm actually talking about is Xavier Umbawama. Again, decent little player of Dutch descent. Decent little player if you've been watching Chelsea. So they've got talent. So for us to get the first goal is good. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to Balogun for scoring. And he was pulling out we're playing 3 at the back. He kept pulling out to that left-hand channel and giving them a tough time. That cross he's put to the back post to find his strike partner Mika is fantastic. It's a great knock to the back post from distance. It's a great finish from Mika. Like I said, if you ain't watched the highlights, you need to in it, because I'm not doing it justice. It's giving us that breathing space at 2-0. Obviously, at 2-0, it goes either way. Chelsea get another goal, things can go, Chelsea get a goal, it's 2-1, things can go gazy for us. But we're smelling blood, people. And obviously, Balogun gets his brace, people. Again, Chelsea, they've been caught cold. Again, I'm sure Chelsea, especially because I think they're one of the best academies in the land, and I think mentally how they prepare players for first team from a very young age is 10-10. And I know they'll be disappointing because as soon as we scored the second, we've scored the third. They've been caught playing out from the back once again, people. You know, as I said, Mziza Gombo's done well to snatch it. I think Charlie Patino's ended up slipping in Balogun. Balogun's smelling blood. He's off to a strike, people. Both our strikers are now on the score sheet. It's 3-0. Obviously, we had the red card with Rekic. I don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I think we reacted well after going down to a man and being down to 10 men. And obviously, again, Chelsea are at 6s and 7s defensively. Alabosu obviously gets an assist. He lays it on a plate for Mika up front, and that's a typical striker's finish. He makes a good run from out to in. He simply finishes a dinner. It's been laid on a plate for him. He's finished his dinner. 10 men. You know, a man down, 4-0 at halftime. Fantastic. What more can you say, people? I feel when I look at my half-team notes, I didn't think they could cope with our three at the back. Our midfield is working. Our fullbacks on both sides are causing carnage. Balogun before coming off is pulling into areas. Mika's being a hazard. Charlie Patino, etc. Everyone, man, to even our goalies distributing the ball well. Everyone's on this, and we're outclassing them in all stretch of the imagination. Even to be honest with you, maybe even the ref sent off a player. Rekic was playing well, but maybe he got sent off just to give them half a chance. I don't think you saw the difference. So at 4-0, like I said, man, there's lovely passing range. I feel Akinola's getting on it. I think Charlie's showing his good passing. They can't cope with our three at the back. Our fullbacks in particular causing them problems. Joe Lopez in that regards doing well. You know, they can't really get going, and we've put the game beyond doubt. Now it's about remaining professional, of course, and doing what we need to do. We conceded a late goal at the end to ruin the clean sheet, which we shouldn't have, people. Obviously an own goal from Chelsea obviously made it 6-0, but to make it 5-0, because I'm jumping in a bit. Eventually Mika gets his hat-trick. Now James Olayinka, who is another one, shouldn't be playing at this level in my opinion, needs to leave permanently or go on loan. It's a fantastic run from him, I can't lie to you. While I'm impressed with the run, listen, you've got to do the right things at this level. He had a million years to pass that ball, slip Mika in, and he scores. He doesn't, you know, it's blocked. Mika finishes his dinner and he gets his hat-trick. Now, on another day, James, that might be 0-0 and that might be 3 points up for grabs, and you've got to square it. They couldn't cope with us. It was our day. We outmatched them. When I look at it, obviously, you know, Charlie Patino would love for him to get his first team debut sooner rather than later, but let's urge caution. I think Akinola did well. First encouraging performance from Joe Lopez. Balogun did well again, wasting his time at this level, to be honest. I know he's got Martinelli, probably Nketiah, Lacazette and Aubameyang in front of him, but they should have been going out on loan, or he should have maybe pushed to leave permanently. Now, again, I'm sure that situation will be revisited in January. I don't think he's going to learn much playing at this level. Same goes for Olayinka, but fantastic. And I'd say technically, you know, the coach, the under-23's coach, Kevin Betsy, he's been working well. You know, some of our midfielders, you can see the way they receive the ball on the half turn. Collectively, we look a bit more assured. So I think it was a great day, and I have to credit the gaffer, credit these boys. What can I say? It's always nice to beat Chelsea 6-1. And, you know, I know Cobham is seen as the best, this, that, and the other, but I have to show them that Halen is the thing in it, people. So, yeah, man, 6-1. You know, only thing I could say is a clean sheet. You know, we've scored 9 goals against Manchester United's under-23s and also Chelsea's. It was a tough season last season at under-23s level last year for us. It's been a mixed start, but these 2 wins, hopefully it can propel us up the table and allow us to achieve greater consistency, because it was just a few weeks ago we were off the back of getting smacked up against West Ham, to be fair with you. We got absolutely battered, but we fought back. People are taking opportunities that are being set, and long may it continue, people. But on that note, people, DG, I've got nothing more to say. We won 6-1, man. I'm out.
There's always just that active defending. I think it's like